been ages since I did an update on the reef tank. As you may see, things have changed quite a bit since. And particularly, my bird's nest has really grown. And you can see why they call them bird's nest. Actually, I reaquascaped a bit too. I added some extra rock here, this new column up front, which actually is the dead rock that I had the first time when I started up my reef tank, which I have revitalized. Cycled the stuff in its own tank for about 3-4 months now. Seems to be doing its job. Now the reason for the reaquascaping is because, as you may have seen in a previous video, the bird's nest was growing here. And as you can see, there are a few fragments left. Mainly I discovered that the Montipora and bird's nest corals don't do so very well as neighbors. Particularly the Monties are a tad aggressive and end up attacking them. Which is why I set up this new rock column of its for where it can be on its own. At least the main colony. The small tertiary colonies, we'll see what becomes of them. Actually, I'm particularly interested to see what the remnants of the main colony will grow into by the Monty there. And it was pretty interesting too, because it let me put my newest tool to the test. A nice little bone cutter made out of surgical steel. Actually made it possible to get the whole thing off in more or less one piece. So I did break off this little branch I stuck here. You can kind of see the break there right under the big main branch there. So my last acquisitions, my Monties, have been growing a bit. That one as well. And my green star polyps are actually living up to the name of being green. And my zoas are being quite plentiful, because as you can see now, they have spread off their own little rock over to adjacent rock here. And they're spreading over here too. Pretty cool. Now I don't know how well you can see here on this video, if I can even spot them. But you may see them, oh yes, you see them probably, as white little specks. I have an army of turbo snail babies. I have some turbos that hiked with this coral with my Hydnopora, which is doing none too well. It hasn't been doing very well for several months now. But for some reason it does not want to die. But anyway, it was several smaller species of turbos which hitchhike, and several months ago when I did maintenance, and particularly was messing around with that rock up top, I noticed the gelatinous mass behind, which I guess then is snail eggs. And it turns out that I was right too, because the tank is now teeming in turbo snail babies. Pretty much, I don't know how well this camera focuses in on that, but pretty much anywhere one looks, one can find turbo snail babies. So yeah, quite an interesting development, and I don't think I have to supplement any of my cleaning crew snail-wise anytime soon. And the last little item which has turned up, another hitchhiker, seems to be a larger feather duster or fan worm growing right near my hammer coral, as you can see right there. Huge tube. Yeah. Well, that's pretty much that about the reef tank. Other than that, unfortunately, I had an outbreak of marine ick many weeks ago, and had an unfortunate ammonia spike in the quarantine tank, and all my fish died. Not the most fun, but so now the tank is running fallow. I'm not going to be buying any more fish until end of August at the earliest, which is when the entire life cycle of the parasite should have completely run its course. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.